about how we cook our food.
This is very important. Most of the time, we may want to eat healthy now. I've listened to Kate now. I'll start eating my veggies. My plate will be, it's almost 3/4 should be your salads and your cooked vegetables. So now it's my time to cook my veggies. We cook our vegetables the wrong way, unfortunately. For proteins, for carbohydrates, boiling is what we do. You can grill. Let's talk about if you want to maybe to eat fries. You have craved fried so long, but you do not want to eat the deep fried ones, you can chop your potatoes and even get to a healthier options. We talked about quality. Get sweet potatoes, for example, make them into like the way fries look like, and then grill them. Bake them. And this will come out as fries. You put salt, you can brush olive oil when it's ready, and you're fine. Look at your proteins. Instead of, by the way, the disadvantage also with animal protein, if you're taking like nyama choma, the way the way you burn it in open fire, and then it turns black. That charring, that blackness of the meat when it is toxic. That part of the black meat. So you could grill it maybe in a foil, cooking, and then now it becomes better. Instead of deep frying your carbohydrates, you're baking them. That also becomes better. And then when it comes to our vegetables, now this is where we go wrong. First, when you're buying veggies, if it is let me talk about the green leafy veggies. We put the onions in the. I'm typically talking how we cook. You heat the pan. You put your oil. You put onions. You put tomatoes until they have gone. You cannot see the tomatoes anymore. Then you put your skooma. You cook until it turns brown. That the way you're supposed to cook your veggies. It should be within 3 minutes. They should be ready. If you're making spinach, if you're making kale, if you're making things like broccoli even could be, and cauliflowers. These ones you just blanch them. You put in hot water for 2-3 minutes, and then they're ready to eat. So for vegetables, when you're cooking those spinach, skooma, cabbage, whatever you're cooking, they need to be ready within 3 minutes, maximum 3 minutes. If you go beyond the 3 minutes, what happens as the water evaporates as you're cooking, the water-soluble vitamins go with the evaporation. So there's vitamin C goes with it, and vitamin B, and these are very vital vitamins that you need. And while this is happening, when all these vitamins evaporate, the taste from the veggies also evaporates, and that's why you find yourself adding fat, or you're adding all these spices, and also they're made of chemicals because you've not cooked well. The food needs to be crunchy, and everything that you put on the plate, not unless you're making like a soup or a puree where it has to be mashed. If there are onions, you need to see onions at the end of your cooking. If there are tomatoes, you need to see them. If there were peas, you need to see them. If there's spinach, it needs to look the same. It's almost crunchy, not brown and dead, so that you get all the bioavailability of the food through the cooking. So unfortunately, we wait, we boil, we cook, we dip. So the cooking method is very, very important. Your vegetables, steam them. That's the best way if you can. And if you have to fry them very fast. And the cooking oil is also very important. The best oil is the extra virgin oil. It's also cold pressed oil because it does not have trans fats. It does not contain saturated fats. And the cold pressed oils, like the olive oils, are oils that you can even take a tablespoon per day because they're giving you omega-3 and 6 that helps you keep well. It enhances your system. But the other fats, if you now use a lot of them, and that's what we do, the solid fats block your vessels. The liquid fats they are rancid, so they are carcinogenic in a way. So they're high in trans fat, sorry. So it's good also to try and use the healthy fat. If you're going to steam those veggies, and then you can dress the olive oil on top, that works better. Or you dress the olive oil on your salads if you can. And if you cannot get the olive oil, then use minimal amount. In fact, I would say blanch your veggies. You don't have to cook them with the fat. And then add your spices later. It really tastes well, by the way. It does not taste like as if it's boiled. It's going to taste also in a